Okay, let's read it.
What is the meaning of
Main. Okay, main. Like a main street. Okay. Okay, the important part of something. Main. Okay, do you remember this one?
Suffer.
Good.
Suffer. Suffer. Suffer.
Okay, suffer.
Experience. Pain.
Illness. Disease. Okay.
Injury.
Good.
She was really suffering.
Okay.
Was in pain.
Okay.
Suffer.
Okay.
Main. Main. Main.
Main. Okay.
Most important.
Okay, most important part. Okay.
The main idea.
Here.
The main goal.
Okay, main. Can I spell it?
M-A-I-N-A. Adjective.
Bigger.
Bigger.
Bigger. Principal. Chief. Okay.
Chief.
Main. The most important part. Okay. Main. Let's read it this one. What is the
main goal of meditation?
Good.
As explained here.
Good.
To complete, copy, empty your mind and have zero thoughts.
Good.
To notice thoughts where they can come and gather gently. Return your face, focus.
Good.
To think harder about your problems. To fall asleep,
Immediately. Okay. Do you know which one? Okay, what's that?
To compare.
Completely.
To completely empty your mind and have zero thoughts.
Okay, let's read the question.
What is the main goal of meditation as explained here?
Okay, do you know which one? No, it's not that one.
This one.
Okay, can you read it?
To notice. To read this one.
Read it. Okay.
Read it. To notice thoughts when they come and gather. Gently return your focus.
Okay, that's good. Can let's read this part.
What does label your thoughts mean? Writing your thoughts down on paper. Silently naming the thought. Like saying, this is wrong. Worry.
This is worry. Ignoring. Pretend it doesn't exist.
The thought and completely yelling your thoughts out loud.
Okay, then which one? What's that?
A.
Let's read the question.
What does label your thoughts mean?
Okay.
Be silent.
Naming.
The thought.
Okay.
Like say this is wrong. Worry.
Okay, it's not wrong. Okay, that's two different words. What's that?
Wrong. Worry. Wrong. Worry. Wrong. Worry. Wrong. Worry.
You see, they're very different, right? Wrong, worry. Okay, let's read the last part. Last question.
What is the main message of the article? You should never think about anything at height. Rumination cannot be changed, and you just have to live with it. Rumination, meditation,
Good.
and
Mindfulness
mindfulness can retrain your brain to handle racing thoughts better. Only adults
suffer
suffer from rumination.
Okay, so
What is the main message of the article?
okay, which
C.
okay,
meditation and
mindfulness.
You can take
Train.
You can train your brain to handle racing thoughts better.
Okay, that's good. Okay, I think we can stop here and we can start another one. Should we start another one? Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. You have learned or not? Okay, now we then read drama. Okay, read drama. Okay, let's watch a video.
Have you ever watched a play or even acted in one yourself? If so, you've experienced a drama. A play, also known as a drama, is a story that's written for people to perform or act out in front of an audience. Plays are set up differently than a story you might read in a book. Today, we're going to explore these differences while reading one for ourselves. Let's get started. One characteristic that makes plays unique is the information given up front, often on a cover page. It might tell us about the characters in the play, the set description, and the props. Let's explore this cover page for the play Dog Days. First, we'll meet the characters. We have Aaron, a 12-year-old boy, and Teddy, Aaron's dog. There's also Judge Jones, the announcer and judge for the dog show. Now, let's move on to the set descriptions. These tell us how the stage will look. Notice how they're broken up into two parts, Scene 1 and Scene 2. Plays are made up of different scenes, or parts, and this shows that the set will look different for each one. Scene 1 will take place in Aaron's backyard, where an obstacle course is set up with cones marking the course. And it looks like Scene 2 will take place in a gymnasium, where the floor is set up for a dog show. There are bleachers for the audience and a podium for the judge. Finally, let's take a look at the props. These are items the characters will use during each scene. It looks like in scene 1, the characters will be using dog treats and a hula hoop, and in scene 2, they'll be using a leash and a hula hoop. Reading the cover page can help you make a prediction about what will happen in the play. It seems like in scene 1, Aaron might be training Teddy for the dog show that takes place in scene 2. But we need to keep reading to find out. Let's flip to scene 1. This is the first part of the play. It starts with a description of the setting. So imagine the stage is set up like this for the scene. We're in Aaron's backyard. Aaron is standing at the end of the obstacle course holding some dog treats. And Teddy sits at the beginning of the obstacle course looking at Aaron. Can you picture it? The stage might be set up like this, with background scenery, props, and actors. Now, look at the lines of dialogue. These show what the actors will say out loud. Each line starts with the name Aaron, so it looks like he's the only character talking in this scene. When a play is performed, the actors don't read these names aloud. They're just there to show who says what. Next, check these out. They're what we call stage directions. They tell what the actors will do during the scene. This can help you imagine the action that's happening on stage and better understand each character's thoughts and feelings. Normally, actors wouldn't read the stage directions out loud when performing a play, but since we're learning about plays, we'll talk about them as we read together. Okay, let's get reading. This stage direction says that Aaron pats his legs while he says this, "Come on, Teddy." Then Teddy hops up and runs around the obstacle course to get to Aaron. Then Aaron says, "No, I meant through the obstacle course, you silly boy. Here, let's try something different." Oh, we have a stage direction in the middle of Aaron's dialogue. It says that Aaron holds the hula hoop in front of Teddy. Then he keeps talking. "Now jump through the hoop," he says. But Teddy just sits there, tilts his head, and looks up at Aaron. Next, this stage direction tells us that Aaron says his next line with an encouraging voice. "Come on, boy, you can do it." But Teddy remains seated and wags his tail. He has his tongue out and looks pleased with himself. Next, Aaron chuckles and says, "Not exactly what I had in mind, but you're still the best boy." Then he pats Teddy on the head. And that brings us to the end of scene 1. Now, before we move on, take a look at these stage directions. What do they tell us about Aaron? Well, they make me think that Aaron's patient and enjoys spending time with his dog, Teddy, no matter how well he performs on the obstacle course. Without the stage directions, Aaron's dialogue might make us think he's frustrated with Teddy. See why it's so important to pay attention to those when you read a play? All right, let's see what happens next. Moving on to scene 2. It says here that it takes place in a gymnasium. Aaron stands nervously in the center of the ring with Teddy on a leash. The audience fills the bleachers and Judge Jones stands at the podium. So the stage might be set up something like this. Now check it out. Looks like this time we'll hear dialogue from both Aaron and Judge Jones. Cool. Let's read. Judge Jones says into the microphone, "Next up, Aaron and Teddy." Then Aaron takes a deep breath and holds up the hula hoop, saying, "Okay, buddy, just like we practiced. Jump." But Teddy yawns, lies down, and rolls over. Then the audience chuckles. Aaron sighs, but then grins as he says, "Not exactly, Teddy." Next, Teddy rolls over again and barks happily. Then the crowd laughs and claps. Aaron says, "Well, at least you're enjoying yourself." Then Judge Jones smiles and says, "Quite an unexpected performance, but certainly the most entertaining." Finally, Teddy looks up at Aaron with his tail wagging. Aaron grins and scratches Teddy behind the ear. Ha! That Teddy is quite a character. What a great play. Do you see how a play has a plot just like a story does? Let's review this play's plot, or what happened throughout the play. It started with Aaron trying to train his dog Teddy. Then, at the dog show, Aaron tries to get Teddy to perform a trick. Unfortunately, Teddy doesn't perform the right trick. He rolls over instead of jumping through the hoop, but the audience loves him. So, this play is about a
Okay,
boy and his
stop
dog
here.
who's